Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. On tonight's video, I just wanted to have a casual conversation with you guys about men. It's nothing really all that spectacular, but I think you might enjoy it. So I shouldn't really be telling you this, but I want to tell you anyway. I was trying to make this video for Valentine's Day and it did not happen. So I was going to make it a black Valentine's. That's why I got on black makeup and stuff, but it didn't. Girl, it's late. It's 11:18 at night. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to do some story time talking, okay? Since I'm still looking good. I did talk to you guys about this before in one of my live streams, but I don't think I talked about it in a video. So I'm going to tell you about it. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because last night, me and one of my friends was hanging out and we drove by this massage parlor and it's shut down. The massage parlor is shut down because, I don't know why it's shut down, but if I had my own reasoning in my mind what happened, I think I know what happened. But, yeah, so I used to go to get a massage. And when I go get massages, I am in the nude, okay? So I don't have a problem with getting massages from women or men. It doesn't really matter to me if I take my clothes off, but I prefer men because their hands are bigger and stronger, and I just like the feel of a strong hand when, and I like deeper massages. Now, I know women can do it too, but their hands, they just too small for me. And so I used to go to this, I used to always request the same guy over and over and over as my therapist. He was a great therapist. He really made my body feel good. And I always ask for him. Well, guys, brace yourself. And you know what? Let me say this before I get to the story. This is a lot of reasons why women don't go to men to get their massages. But me being the freak I used to be, I was a freak at one point. No, let me take it back. No, I was never a freak. I'm like some people. Sometimes I may take an opportunity to experience and let people do what they want to do to me. That does sound like a freak. Anyway, so he used to massage my whole body professionally, and then one time he had taken his finger and he just went up my backside, down in the let's just call it the Cooter Mama cave. Okay, so he just brushed up against it lightly. And I remember laying on the table like, what was that I just felt? So I didn't say nothing. And then he finished his massage. And then every time I would go after that, he would go further, past the limits of doing what he was doing. Eventually, honey, the whole finger was in the whole cave. Okay, it was just all the way in there. So I started paying him bigger tips. I started giving him nice tips every time I went. And my friend said, well, girl, you should tell your audience about this because you were getting happy endings. That's what the young folks call it, happy endings. I was like, you know what? That is what they call it. So I was getting happy endings. Well, he was doing it to other females, I guess. And, well, I know because eventually a female did tell on him, and he was escorted off the property and stuff by the police. And I don't know if he got convicted or anything with that, but he didn't get convicted because he was gone for a long time, and that massage parlor let him come back. So he came back again, and I don't know if I went back to him. Yeah, I did go back to him again. And eventually he'd start doing it to another woman, and she called in. She told him on him, and they ended up taking him out again. But I'm gonna tell you this one story. I think this is when he came back the second time. So he was attracted to me too because I was really fine at that time. You probably say, well, Nezi, you still fine, but no. I mean, I'm still kind of pretty on some days, but some days I'm just, girl. But anyway, my body was tight at that time. I was like in my early 40s. So my body was still looking pretty decent. But anyway, girl. So it got to the point where his happy endings would drain me. And it's like I had I don't know if it was the orgasm. Should I say that? Because YouTube want to demonetize every damn thing. But I may bleep that word out. But I used to feel like I was having an orgasm when I was with him because his hands were magical. Massage therapists have magical hands, and they really do a great job with their hands. So Next thing you know, girl, I said, well, you know what? You need to meet me at my house, okay? Meet me at my house one day, and so we can really, really get it on. Girl, when that man showed up to my house, I said, that dude looks like a freaking walking mailbox from the post office. You know that blue post office mailbox that be at the post office is all short and boxed off, and it got a real eye shape. That's how his body was. His head was shaped. His head was shaped funny. He was scruffy. His beard was jacked up. Guys, I got me some Merbs chocolate strawberries. I've been eating on them. This is how I've been spending my Valentine's Sunday, eating my chocolate strawberries. But yeah, I'm like, what in the world? What was I seeing when I went inside that room when I was getting my massages? So we ended up doing the do, and I was just thoroughly disgusted. I'm like, I want you to go home. That's how I was acting. Like, go home. He got the message, and he went home. He never called me after that, and I never called him after that. But I'm saying it to say this: sometimes some things are just left best as they are. If you're having an experience with somebody, and you're sneaking and doing it, or the experience that you're doing is out the ordinary, sometimes you need to leave it that way, because once you take it to the next step, you'll be like, I don't like you, and I don't like what's happening, and I don't like this no more. But I think the fantasies and the fantasy and the ecstasy that was going on at the times I was going in there, girl, it was so exciting, it was exhilarating. And then when I took him outside the room, I looked at this dude and I'm like, you look like a freaking troll on steroids from the post office. Oh girl. If you guys, I'm making a mess. If you ever come to St. Louis, go to Merbs over on South Grand. They got the best chocolate strawberries in St. Louis. They got some nice chocolate strawberries everywhere else, but honey, Merbs is popular, and they're gonna get you right. So while I go in there, I went Friday. I had bought 4 boxes of chocolate strawberries. I bought 2 for myself, and I bought 1 box for my stepmom and my father. And I did buy some candy for my friend, because she said she had a taste for some chocolate strawberry, chocolate turtles, pecan and caramel turtles. So I got her a box. And where's I going with this? But anyway, these chocolate strawberries are so good. So my cousin came over today, unexpected, because I was going to take her the other box of chocolate strawberries today, and she was going to hang out out in the streets today, and it's going to snow. Well, it was going to snow, so she said since she was already going to be out, she brought me some food and took the chocolate strawberries with her. But when she came over here, girl, I did not expect her to come. She was blowing her horn. I went straight to the door, booty butt naked, and she came to the door like, "Where are your clothes look naked, girl?" I was naked, because I don't be big. Hey, you need to call me first. But she did call me right when she was coming over. You need to tell me in advance when you come over my house, because you can't pop up over my house. You can't be ringing my doorbell in the middle of the night and doing weird stuff, because I used to pull my gun out all the time. People used to call me. They say, "All right, Angel, I'm on my way over there. Please don't pull your pistol out." I used to go to my door with my thumper all the time, right? So, you can't have me on a speakerphone because I say stuff. I'm out of control. So my cousin saw me at that door butt naked. Now I know my neighbors been looking at me for years. They stay way across the street. They probably was like, "What in the world am I looking at? What you looking at? I'm gonna give you what you want to look at." This police officer used to pop over my house. I told you guys about him. He used to stalk me. And I used to be naked when he came to the door too. Well, not naked. I used to have on my gown and no bra or nothing. Eye booger, snot crusted around my mouth. He didn't care. Every morning he came, but he came just to see me as is. Cause I usually don't try to. I need to, but I don't have to. You come over my queendom. I usually don't put no clothes on if you come over here unannounced. Okay. So I've gotten better though. I've gotten a little bit better. That's not like talk with food in your mouth. I'm about to choke because it's so good. But I gave my cousin 4 chocolate strawberries today, and she went on about her day. So, but anyway, yeah, if you are having an exciting time with somebody and y'all sneaking into it, or if the moment is nice, if the situation is nice the way it is, just leave it like it is. Because sometimes when you take them out that space and bring them into the light, you be like, ugh, you need to go back in the dark. All right. So I'm gonna tell you guys another story, and I told you all before about this. Now, whenever you messing with somebody, the person whenever you mess with somebody and you've been messing around with somebody else prior to this person, sometimes they want to let the old person want to let the new person they messed around with you, which is really stupid. Men got that bad, women got that bad. So this one guy this is at my job. You know, whenever you are working with men and women, you exchange body parts. No big thing. We just be sexing. And so I used to mess around with this one guy. We only did it like 2 times, and it was horrible. Anyway, when I got with the boyfriend at that time, I took him to my job, one of my job parties, a blue chain party. Girl, when the guy that I used to mess with, which was like 15 years ago, it was like way before I started dating that guy at that time. He saw me walk up in that party with my present boyfriend at the time, and he let it be known. He came up to me, hey baby, doing that little slick move stuff. He was letting what's this in my hair? He was letting my ex-boyfriend know. He was letting my boyfriend know at the time that we had a connection. And I was like, hey, what's up? What's up? I'm gonna call him LR. What's up, LR? And he said, hey, how you doing? I said, well, this is my guy right here. And I introduced him, and they shook hands and stuff like that. Later on, my boyfriend said, you know what? I don't like that dude. Something about him, I don't like him. You know why? He was sending them little man signals. I'm saying that to say this, because it's gonna take me to the next part of this story right here. Ooh, Lord, please don't. I shouldn't be talking about it. I'm gonna tell you anyway. I've said this before. Whenever you dating somebody, male or female, make sure they are unmarried, not going through a divorce, or not separated, unmarried, single and available, actually, because those kind of people bring drama and stupidity to your life. Baby, after we left the jeans party, we was broken up at that time. And when we got back, we hadn't spoken to each other for like a week or 2. So it was kind of exciting for us to see each other again. And we sitting in the car just chit-chatting in front of his house. And so he said, would you like to come in? I said, well, sure. Now, mind you, I still had pajamas over there at the house. And the pajamas I had the spaghetti straps, and it was very loose and short. I used to look like a little baby doll. And honey, I put my little gown on because although we was broken up, it felt very familiar. It felt comfortable, and I just put my clothes on. He didn't take his clothes off though. He kept his jeans on and his shirt, well, a t-shirt rather, and some socks. So eventually, after we talked for a while, we just laid down and fell asleep. Now we weren't intimate or nothing like that. We just fell asleep in the bed. So a little while later, maybe about an hour or so later, by this time it's like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden his cell phone starts ringing. Ring. No, let me take it back. It wasn't ringing. It was on vibrate. It was going zzz. That's what it was doing. So I looked, but I didn't say anything. I didn't say nothing to him. But it's something strange going on if your cell phone or your home phone is ringing at that time of morning, if that's not a usual time that you're up talking to people. So, ain't nothing open after 12 o'clock but some legs. Let's just put that out there. So, I didn't say nothing. Next thing you know, guys, maybe about 15, 20 minutes later, it could have been shorter than that. Anyway, I drifted off to sleep, and I started hearing some key sounds, the sounds of some keys. You know how people coming in the house and the keys wiggling and that sound. And I raised up out of my sleep with my little pretty baby doll looking self. And I said, hey, I was talking to him. I said, somebody's coming in this house. He didn't hear me. He didn't hear me because he didn't move. Then you could tell he was getting more aggressive, and they would come. The door started kind of like, yeah. I said, hey, somebody is coming in this house. Wake up. So he woke up, and you could tell he's trying to get his little scruples together. And he heard the moving and stuff at the front door too. And he got up. He got up out the bed, and he started walking into the living room to go to the front door. And all of a sudden, you hear this woman say, because I had followed him. Well, I heard her say, who is in this house? And I got up and got out the bed, and I ran to the doorway and looked and saw that it was the separated wife, because they was just separated. Who is in this house? I've been calling you. You ain't answer the phone, and why are you not answering me? And he said, how did you get in my house? Why are you here? She said, because you left your keys in the door. This fool done left his keys in the door, girl. I was like, okay. So I'm standing in the doorway looking like, ain't no big thing. I wouldn't got back in the bed and laid down. Now, mind you, I'm like 34, 35 years old. Now, I'm 51 today. Had that been me today, baby, I'd have put my clothes on and slipped out the back door. Or I would have hid, because you can actually get hurt or injured or killed messing around with jealous people. Now, he was this kind of guy. He was so sweet and he was so delicate, and you would never think that he would do anything. But I don't put nothing past no slick dick. My mother used to call them dick slingers. No dick slinging motherfuckers. Okay, and no matter how sweet they are, no matter if they got a Bible, no matter if they got a Bible in their hands, no matter if they the preacher's child, no matter who they are, if they are a slinger, they gonna be slinging ding-a-ling all over the U.S. of motherfucking A. Okay, so I kind of had a feeling something was going on with him, but I didn't know what the extent was. Well, that's what it was. When we wasn't together, we would go to, we'll talk to each other up until like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and then we'll say we'll just talk to each other tomorrow. Well, when he hangs up, she comes over in the middle of the night, guys. So she came over that night, and she called that night. He didn't answer the phone, which is out the ordinary. Now, you know, as women, we're gonna do a drive-by look. We don't have a problem with hopping in our cars and drive way across town to see what our man is doing. What you doing? Why you ain't answering my call? You normally answer my call. Why you ain't answering it now? What's up? So that's what happened with her. I know that's what happened with her. Now, he's always telling myself, well, I ain't talked to her. Well, she's still the mother of my child. I got to talk to her, but I don't talk to her like you think I talk to her. Blah, blah. You know, same old regular man bud. Yeah, right? So I'm thinking in the back of my head, my mama still told me about being like you. And I never wanted to date him. I should have left him alone because he was separated. I said, yeah, all right. But I didn't really like him because we wasn't that compatible. Then eventually I started liking him. Then I stopped liking him. Now I can't stand his ass. I don't even want to see him. I don't even speak to that dude when I see him. And I know he be watching my videos. And if you watch my videos, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to me. You know I'll mess with you. So I digress. She comes in the house and she starts swinging. Now I didn't really, I just see her swing. I just heard a smack. She started slapping him in the face. And I ran in the room and I saw the last slap. And then he just took her, grabbed her arms and contained her arms. And then he body slammed her onto this chair. Well, it was like a cushion chair, like a sofa chair. What are you doing? Why you ain't answering the phone? Who over here? Who in my house? Because technically it was her house. And I'm thinking, girl, I ain't worried about you because I know I can whoop you. I know I can beat you. Not thinking I should have been getting my butt out the house. So somehow she got past him and came to the bedroom and saw me laying down in the bed. She said, what you doing in the bed? What you doing in my husband's bed? Why are you in my husband's bed? And I'm sitting there, I was actually going to answer her, and she just turned around and went back in there and started swinging on him some more. Now, when she asked me that, it looked like she was looking at me, but when I think about it, she wasn't really looking at me. Her eyes, she was so angry to where she wasn't really focused on me. She just knew it. She saw a figure there. It was a whole mess. And so he had to come and get her, and they in there arguing and stuff. So finally, He came to the bedroom because I had shut the door because I ain't want to hear all that stuff. He came to the bedroom door, came in. He said, "Please, can you just leave? Can you go until I get this under control, and I'll call you later." I said, "Hey, you want me to whoop our ass for you? I'll whoop our ass." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "No, no," because he was a goody two shoes. "No, just put your clothes on and leave." I said, "Okay." He's that same guy. I remember I was telling him about this one girl, and she was with this soft guy, and he was saying to this girl at the time, he said, and they were intimate, he said, "Can you turn over, please?" And I was like, "Why would a dude ask you to turn over, please?" I said, we like for men to say, "Hey, give me that ass," and boom, body slam us, turn us over on like a damn caveman. He gonna say, "Well, what's wrong with that?" I was like, "Oh God, I'm dealing with a nerd." So that's why I knew, to me, he was like a goody two shoes, but I didn't put nothing past him. So he didn't come off as a cheater or as a sneaker, but all men, I ain't gonna say all men because I don't know all men, but it's in us to sneak and cheat no matter who you are. But I went on the left, and that was that. That fool asked me to marry him later on. I said, "You got to be kidding me." After he really got the divorce, I said, I hopped in my truck and drove home so fast, like I don't want to marry you, because we wasn't compatible in the first place. So that was that guy. So I think after that they kind of like separated for a little bit, from each other for a while, but they had kids together. They ain't going nowhere. And and then one time he gonna tell me, I don't know how we got on this conversation. He gonna tell me, "I love her. I don't love you." He said that the first time, and I didn't say nothing. So he said it again, like sometime later, like he was really trying to hurt me or something. I said, so he gonna say, "Yeah, like I said, I love her, and I don't love you like that." And I said, "F that B. I don't give a F about that B." And I said it real hard. He said, "You mean to tell me, how can you say it about her? You gonna say F that B? And what would my son say about you calling his mama a B?" Because his son was very, very polite. I said, "Listen to me. Your son didn't say that to me. Okay, let's get that out the way. You're the one who's saying those things to me. So if you're trying to hurt me, I'm definitely gonna hurt you back. You cut my dog, I'm gonna cut your cat. Your son would never say that to me. He never said that to me ever again. He was a trip. Don't watch my videos, chump. You know I don't mess with you." Anyway, and I'm gonna tell you about this one last story, guys, and I'm gonna let you go. It was this one guy. Oh, you know what? Let me take it back. Let me take it back to the other guy. Okay, so the massage therapist guy. So like I said, he's always taking me to the edge. So one day, after visiting him at the massage parlor, I came home. I was dating this other guy, and I was so tired and exhausted. I laid down on the floor, and he took me the therapist took me to a place where I needed to be finished off. I was unsatisfied when I left, so when I came home, I was just drained. I laid down on the floor. So my ex-boyfriend, he came over there pouncing on me and stuff. He only gave me like 2 or 3 pumps, and I was finished. I was so done. I was exhausted. I was content. I was satisfied. I was good. And so I fell into a deep sleep. When I woke up, my ex-boyfriend at the time sitting on the couch with his chest stuck out like this, talking about something. "Yeah, I tore that ass up, didn't I?" I said, "No, you did not." "Yes, I did. I knocked you out. You fell right to sleep." And I didn't say nothing. I let him really think that he did something. Man, I was already there when I came home. But you went on and finished you finished me. I let him think he done something. You know how we are as women. We just be like, whatever you say. Baby, I was already satisfied when I got her. I just needed that one little extra push because I didn't get penetrated at the parlor. I just needed the extra little penetration, honey, and I was satisfied. I said, "Okay, baby, if you feel like you told me up, I let him think that." Girl, that was so funny. And I'm gonna tell you about this one guy. He was fine, and he was bald, and he was tall. Guys, I'm not attracted to bald guys, but this guy was attractive. Anyway, we got together, and he took off his clothes, and he had a nice body. And girl, when he got into bed and he was over my house. Now, like, if I ever start dating again, you can't come over my house. I'm coming over your house, cause cause you want to come over here and leave me with a wet ass dry pockets. You're going to pay me. I'm gonna start charging folks for this good old cooter mama honey. But anyway, his feet brushed up against my legs and my sheets, and his feet felt just like Freddy Krueger. I said, whoa, why your feet feel like that? He was so embarrassed, and I didn't think about being more nice when I said it, but I just felt like those Freddy Krueger claws was coming down my legs like this. He scratched up my sheets and shit. I said, man, you got slits and shit in my sheets. I said, what's wrong with the bottom of your feet? He said, I don't know. Girl, he got his clothes, put them on, and left the house. I ain't never seen that man again. I did try to contact him again because I liked him, actually. I think he was so embarrassed. He was like, no. And then I guess he just wanted to make a one night stand, and I left him alone. I did try to attempt to get back with him, say, hey, you want to come over and try to redo this? He's like, Well, kind of found out I went on and got some, at the time I wasn't really getting, pedicure, so I got a pedicure maybe some years later after that. And those, how those pedicures take the cheese grater and go down your feet with the cheese grater, and they pull out your foot end up looking like the cheese grater, and you have all these slits of skin poking up. And I felt that on the bottom of my foot. I said, oh, that's what that guy had years ago. He had gotten a pedicure and they sliced his foot up. I said, no, I don't like all that skin like that. My cousin loved getting that cheese grater on her foot. I don't like it. I don't like the cheese grater. I just need you to scrub my foot the normal way, okay? And so I don't get that no more. But yeah, that was crazy. I'm like, why is your feet turned up my sheets, motherfucker? What's going on with them feet? So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I was gonna try to do a get ready with me, and it didn't work out. So I got some black eyebrows on today, and I normally don't have black eyebrows. I usually do dark brown. I put the dark brown on first, and I put black. But I need the rest of my chocolate strawberry. Oh, I had a good day today. It's Valentine's Day. I did everything I wanted to do. I put my makeup on. I was butt naked. Ate my chocolate strawberries. 11:45 at night. I'm good. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, okay? My internet is acting strange. It keeps coming on and going off. So I don't know if I'll be able to do my live streams again, but I'm gonna do them real soon, hopefully. I've been talking to AT&T, and they on some bull. They better fix my stuff, okay? So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you thumbs up if you like this video. This is a NeziGotYouLit video, and make sure you subscribe and all this other good stuff, because we have story times on my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I wanted to share with you a few what is this on my eye? Get off of my